G'day, it's Joel Rasmussen for Southern Cross Combat, and ahead of her fight at Hex 32, I'm talking to Miss Lisa Kyriacou. Lisa, thank you for having me. You just got done with training. How was training today?
I did, yeah. Training was good. Coming to an end of it now, so yep, feeling very fit and strong and ready to go.
We are coming right to the end of it. You know, it is not far out at this point. Is it just we're just keeping the engine warm at this point? I'm assuming you're not picking up new skills this close.
Yeah, no, just fight game specific stuff mainly, keeping the gas tank strong, all that stuff. Yeah, feeling really good. Yeah, keen.
Excellent. That's what you want to be. Before we talk about the upcoming fight, I know we are very conscious of time. I will ask you, however, before this is obviously a big opportunity, coming off the back of a loss that was also a big opportunity. When this fight came to be, what were kind of the emotions? What were your feelings around it? Because you're not feeling great because obviously the last fight doesn't go your way. However, this itself is a great opportunity since you're a fantastic opponent. So what were your thoughts when you got this fight?
Oh, I thought, as you said, great opportunity, great show and opponent to show my skills and why I deserve to be in the UFC. If not, this could even be a better way to show it. You know, obviously Cynthia was number 9 ranked in the UFC for many years and fought the best in the world. So I believe this is actually going to be a better win for me. So yeah, feeling really good and happy about the opportunity.
How did this fight come to be? How did you hear about it? Was it the date first, then she pops up? Like, literally take me through it.
Yeah, pretty sure I was on the phone to Simon, or he messaged me on Facebook or something. He sent me Cynthia's. He's like, do you know this girl? I'm like, yep. He goes, oh, well, there's possibility you might be offered her on Hex. So the Hex guys work some magic. I'm not sure how or what exactly happened, but I'm really happy that they did. And yeah, they found me a great opponent. So that's basically it. And when I got told, I was super keen to take the fight.
Did you know who she was?
I have previously watched the fights, yes. I think she's 37 now. She's been in the UFC for quite a few years. So me coming up as a amateur fighter, I do remember coming across a few of her fights. So pretty cool to, you know, one day be watching her fight thinking these girls are cool as. And then now I've got the opportunity to actually fight her. So pretty insane.
You kind of touched on it there. That was what I was going to ask. Like, what is that like for you? Because yeah, like this is someone you've watched who's been at the top level of the sport, as you said, ranked. Like she's been there. She's been to the dance before, and now you're going to stand across from her.
Oh, it's so cool, man. Like I've only been, as you know, in the gym for 6 years. So in such a short amount of time, I've been offered, you know, big shows and big opponents like this. This is probably my most high profile fight. And the fact, you know, I used to watch her and now I'm competing against her. It's quite unreal and pretty surreal. So, yeah, the whole experience is definitely going to stick with me forever. Really grateful for it.
Talking about the 6 years in the gym, because that's the thing, like I've heard you talk about it before, about like you're living your life and one day you're walking past and you see the absolute sign and you're like, I'll go in there. And that's kind of where it starts, right? If I'm not mistaken?
Yep, correct.
When you see how far you've come in 6 years of being an athlete, do you ever look back and think like, man, maybe I could have done like different athletic stuff? Like, do you think it always would have been fighting? Or was there any other sport that you were like, maybe when you were younger, that you were like, maybe I could have done that? Were you a soccer fan? I don't know.
Nah, not at all. I was not, like, I've always been like very strong naturally. I take after my dad, so I've always been quite jacked growing up, like quite muscly without even lifting a weight. But I'm quite uncoordinated as well. So I don't know, didn't really have a passion for sports at all. Fighting, I just love. Like, I enjoyed, actually, I didn't even really watch it, to be honest, but, like, I've just always been, like, a bit of a tomboy in that sense where I'd punch him with my brother. So, honestly, I think just fighting with my brother and, like, literally punching on with him was my calling for this sport. I don't know, but, yeah, definitely did, have no desire for any sport in general. So, yeah, wild how things have panned out for me.
Fighting is one of those, it's a very unique sport. I was thinking about it on the way over, right? If you're talking to someone, there's typically 2 faux pas. How much someone weighs and their age. However, it's something you just talk about in fighting. And you've mentioned it earlier and talking about that strength. You're looking jacked. You posted a photo the other day on social media. You're looking big and muscular. Photo of your back. You're looking big. What's changed this camp? Why? What's going on? Are you hitting the weights more? Like, what happened?
No, I've always been quite strong. Maybe I think that lighting at that moment really did help. I'm not gonna lie, because I've tried to capture that same angle a few times, and I actually have not been able to. But honestly, this camp, I will say, even compared to my last fight, my strength training has been on point, and my diet. I think my last fight I was a bit underweight, especially traveling and the weightings being a bit earlier. So I just wanted to be a bit extra safe. But this time I've really stuck to the plan and my strength training, my conditioning, eating well, and it's paying off for sure. This is probably as strong as I've ever felt. And this is like my 19th fight or something. So feeling really, really good for this.
This fight is for your title. It is. We talked about it last time we spoke to each other. We talked about this. The next step up is that international competition, and this is. It's the same level of step up, but it's a reverse. You're not going somewhere else. Someone's coming to you. It's your hometown. It's your backyard. It's your belt.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that, and what's the atmosphere like of like this girl's coming into enemy territory?
Oh, I'm really, really excited to be back fighting in Australia. At the start, I've been obviously on one championship, then road to UFC with my last two fights. But then once it's like, I'm like, this is actually pretty cool. Like, I don't have to worry about going out and finding foods and all that stuff. I've got my family, my friends here. It's so easy. I have access to everything. I know where everything is. So I'm really excited. And yeah, as you said, having someone fly from Vegas to Australia for me now, it's quite a nice change. It's really comfortable. But yeah, feeling really happy about the whole experience.
You don't necessarily look at other people for validation. You know what I mean? Like, you're someone, at least from my perspective, you're sure in yourself.
Yeah.
If someone's making rude comments, whatever, it's whatever. I don't think it phases you. But I would imagine, is there something validating in this girl was a ranked UFC fighter who's now flying to the other side of the planet to fight you?
Yeah.
Like, that's got to make you feel good in some way, where you're like, well, maybe I do make waves, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm at the level to be in the UFC, 100%. Like, I believe I should already be in there, but this is just a great test and way to show that I am. So, yeah, look, I'm at a very high level at where I'm at here. So, having her and such a high level opponent come fly down for me, it feels great. Yeah.
And now, as I mentioned previously, or at least I think I did, you are the main event. And as the defending champ, you will be the last person to make the walk on the night. How is that for you? How do you feel about main eventing?
I'm always I'm happy to be main event, but I do like fighting early to get it done. So I can just go home and eat. But no, it's good. I'm always excited to be main event. Have I been main event? I think I actually have before. But I like to get the job done nice and early. But it is what it is. It should be cool. I get to sit around and watch the fights and eat all the lollies backstage. So whatever, fun for me.
And now, we were talking a little bit before the camera was rolling about the fight and kind of how you've been training and such, and we won't necessarily get into that too much because but in your last fight, I feel like you had a real opportunity to showcase your striking. I feel like I don't know when those improvements were made, but they were showcased, I think, definitely in that fight. Is that something you're maybe looking to show off in this fight as well?
Oh, I just want to show that I'm all around a good MMA fighter. I'm going to have an answer for everything in there. I've been working, wrestling, grappling, striking, absolutely everything I've been working. So I want to show a bit of everything in there.
Now, it is the afternoon on a Wednesday. What does the rest of today look like for you training-wise, and what's kind of, up until the fight, what's the rest of the work look like for you?
So after this, I've got some strength training, and then I'm actually going to coach an MMA class, and then just got some light sparring on Friday, a few drills, technical drills, chill over the weekend, start my water load, and just relax, let the weight drop, and eat some carnivore diet, which I'm very excited about.
and that's when the fun actually begins. Yeah, exactly. Now, I did have a question from Mr. Josh Rattoli. He asked when you were going to fight him on an intergender match in Rogue.
Look, I've been calling out Josh for a while now, but he's a bit scared of me because he sucks. But Josh, let's go.
When, as I said, I didn't necessarily ask about the preparation for this upcoming opponent, but for Josh, how would you beat Josh?
How do I beat Josh? King hit him.
On the walk out to the cage.
Walk out. There may be a weapon involved, but we'll see.
The last time I saw you was at Rogue, actually. You were working kind of admin. How was that night for you? You were just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, my job was sitting behind the DJ set and giving the thumbs up to the MC when the fighters were about to walk out. I'm pretty sure I sucked at doing that. It was good fun though.
Mr. Dylan Lahari was involved with the night and the booking of it and all that. How did Dylan do putting that show together?
Dylan's doing, he's doing very well here. He did the show amazing, and he's definitely helping to organise everything very well. So good on you, Dylan. We're all very proud of you. Let's get it, Lahari.
Well, talking about that, he's fighting this week.
Yeah.
Are you able to go that fight? Are you someone who can do that, or are you like focused on your own stuff?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm sorry, Dylan, but I'm actually going to go watch Joey Luciano fight. So I've picked Joey over Dylan. I'm sorry. I'll be there mentally. But I got to see Joey in Muay Thai mode. I'm very excited for Joey's fight.
Maybe you could shine some light on that. Why did Joey book a fight the day of Dylan Lahari's pro debut?
I actually, to be fair, I did not know. I totally got the dates mixed up. I didn't realize they were clashing, but I had already got the tickets. But I'm not sure what the go is with that. But I'm sure they're both going to smash it, and good luck to them both. And yes, that's all from me.
That's their beef.
That's their beef. I'm not getting involved.
Lisa, as you said, you have got strength and conditioning to do. I thank you so much for the time. Well, else, okay, what do you want to talk about?
I'm just saying.
What do you want to talk about?
Speed it up for me.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You're busy. You're in camp.
Like children.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Now this is going to be really an awkward moment in the thing. No, it's fine. Rogue is coming up. Like we were talking about, Rogue is coming up, and this time there's more pros currently booked. There's currently 2 pro fights booked at the moment. How is that to have some of your teammates? Maybe you've got a mix, right? Because you've got Raja, who's been like a staple, and then you've got like the young guy, Alistair. How is that for you?
Al's a dog. But it's good. I'm very excited for Raj to be back on. He's been trying to get a fight for a while now. So super excited to have him matched. Alistair, I'll sub you again, but, I'm excited Al's got a fight. It's cool.
I kind of touched on it like with that question, but like, as we've kind of talked about, you haven't been in the gym for ages. Not to say that you're not a part of it, but I just mean like, it's been very quick. Like, I'm here, I'm fighting, let's go. Yeah. But even in that period, to have people come in and young guys like Alistair, who I don't know if you remember the first time you saw him, I don't know. But someone that you've seen come in, what is that like for you? He's now fighting professionally, and he's got a record of 2-0 at the moment. Yeah. Like, what is that like for you?
Oh, it's cool. Like, our whole team is growing so much in this sport. So, it's so cool to have all the younger ones and the older ones and everything in between. We're all getting fights and doing so well. So, yeah, it's really cool and inspiring and motivating seeing the team do so well and getting booked. Yeah, it's a real good vibe in the gym when multiple people have multiple fights booked. Yeah, really, really good vibe. How
was Jack Jenkins at UFC 305? I saw the the Instagram story you were watching from home. How was that?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, Jack did absolutely amazing. So super stoked for him, as I knew he would do. So yeah, honestly, watching him up there, it's nerve-wracking, but I was so happy for him. Really happy for him.
Have you seen that photo of, no offense to Herbert Burns, have you seen that photo of him getting carried from the cage in Gilbert's arms?
I did see that. I didn't know if that was real, but it is a real photo. Was that from that night?
I think so. I didn't know if Gilbert was there. I didn't see him.
But apparently it's happened a few times. I don't know, I saw a few trolls saying, did he get carried out again? So I'm not sure if that was like a previous carry out or from the 305. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do, like leg kicks.
Far be it from me to make any comment on anyone who fights, because I definitely don't. But that's a rough image. Like, that's really being carried. He's getting carried. He's got his arms around. He's like, oh, he's dying. That's rough.
Anyone who copy a kick from Jack, that's probably bound to happen. So,
have you ever copped a kick from Jack?
I'm sure I have that he's pulled, yes. But I'm glad he didn't put his actual pressure into it, because I probably would have died.
Josh told me he's got a good leg kick on him.
Josh sucks.
He's not impressed by that. You will not be in the...
Josh just panic shoots. That's about it. He's great at panic shooting.
Yeah. How often do you do rounds with Josh?
I've never done a round with him, and he's like...
You keep ducking. Are you going to take that?
Oh, be quiet.
Before the interview, you said don't start any beef, Joel, and I'm not. I'm not starting. I'm not starting beef with your opponent, but within the gym, I'm causing a fight, a fire. When do you think Harry should fight next?
Whenever he's keen. Soon.
He wants to have a boxing match, not an MMA fight. Why? Why do you think? Do you think that's a good idea?
To showcase his boxing skills, you know. I think it's good when people want to mix it up, you know, to work in a different area, specific area. You know, I've actually never competed in anything in my life besides MMA, so I would one day like to give it a go in between fights, maybe myself. Just to give it a crack in between.
What would it be?
I don't know, maybe like kickboxing could be cool, or like, I don't know, maybe combat jiu-jitsu. Slap someone.
A little bit of Joey Luciano Muay Thai. Well, Dylan's been doing combat jits.
Yeah, I actually was going to do it, and then actually I probably should say it. Don't think. Anyway, we tried to get me on, and I don't think. Yeah, it didn't go ahead.
Why? Whose fault was it?
I don't think the person was keen, even though I've never done grappling comp in my life.
And do you know who the person was?
No.
You don't know. You don't know who the person was.
I don't know. Someone that was holding the belt at the what's it called? The Fusion.
The old FCC.
Yeah, we tried to get on that, but I don't think they were too keen.
If you are victorious, I'm assuming you'll get a second belt for Hex. Where are you going to put that one?
I'm just going to keep it as is because I've already got my current belt in the frame. So I'll leave that in the frame and I'll just have my other one to, you know, carry around with me.
Yeah, a bit of an accessory. Will you leave it at the gym or do you have like a place at the home?
We'll leave it at the apartment. Yeah. Keep it in the car.
Nice apartment. That thing takes up space.
It is a decent apartment. It's nice.
Must be nice.
It is nice. South Bank, nice area.
On the socials, I also see you go to the NGV a lot. I see you down there often. How is the gallery? Did you go see the Tutankhamun stuff?
I did. I went to the Pharaohs. So I was just
Josh, why you laugh? That's a good question. That's a good question. Do you like Egypt?
I do. My grandfather was actually born in Egypt. Fun fact.
Oh, fun fact.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was, you know, something weight cut friendly. You know, getting a few steps in while walking around with the coffee. It was great.
I realized through doing it that if you've been to mini golf, you've seen ancient Egypt.
I don't think I went to a mini golf a while ago. I don't remember.
If you go to any Egypt themed mini golf, that's just all it is because you can't touch any of it, and so that's what it feels like.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember going to mini golf.
A little bit of topical comedy there for you.
Yeah, I don't really remember going there, so I can't say much. Oh shit! So I can't say much about that.
It is raining today. It's not very good.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds like a gym may blow up.
What's your favorite thing to see at the NGV?
Oh, I've only been once. So the Egypt stuff, I would say. Yeah, that was probably, yeah.
They've got a Picasso there.
Oh, do they? That'd be pretty cool to see.
The Weeping Woman.
Maybe we'll have to go see that.
Yeah, it's the green one.
Maybe we'll have to go see that after my camp.
Maybe. That could be a cool photo.
Well,
Like Picasso?
not really.
Okay, why don't you like Picasso?
Not,
What do you have against Picasso?
not really a thought of mine, to be honest, but maybe one day we'll see. We'll see.
Do you consider yourself more Cypriot, more Greek, or more Egyptian?
Well, born in Australia.
Yes.
My grandparents are born in Cyprus. Well, besides one, but we're Cypriot, Greek Cypriot.
So that's what we're repping. Then Egypt a little bit.
Yes. Well, not. I don't know. It's a fun. I don't freaking know.
I'm latching.
My brain is very hungry right now.
I'm latching onto the Egypt
Oh
thing.
man, yes.
You said
I'll
don't-
get back to you with that. My brain's way too depleted right now.
Is it possible that you might walk out to walk like an Egyptian?
No, it is not.
Why?
Because
Why not?
because it is not.
What song will it be? We've talked about that before. You've got a good.
Keep rolling.
Oh yeah, dude, that's awesome. That was the last time you fought here.
Yeah,
You did that.
I've done it a couple times.
What is? I probably should have held the mic feet to you for that. What is it about that song specifically?
No, I just like it. It's a fun song. Fun song, yeah.
Did you see Limp Bizkit while they were down here?
I think I've seen him a few years ago. I can't even remember, but I'm pretty sure I have seen him.
Do you get like crazy in the pit?
Not really. I used to back in the day, but
Those days are behind you.
yeah. I don't know, when I'm not training maybe.
What's your go-to move in the pit?
No, I don't have one.
Lisa Kyriacou, you told me that I could waste a little bit more of your time, and I've absolutely done that. Probably a bit too much time now. Lisa Kyriacou, I do thank you very much for the time. It is always a pleasure. don't mean to shock you by saying this. Me doesn't do strength and conditioning. Are you gonna do? Is it like back day today? Is it like legs?
Whatever my coach has me on, so I have to go down and find out.
I'll let you do that. Thank you so much for the time. I always do appreciate it.
See you again.
It's always good. Thank you.
Thank you.